welterweight championship final, the 63.5 kilogram division. And in the red corner is perhaps Australia's most experienced boxer, currently boxing, Brian Tink of New South Wales, 27 years of age, represented Australia on numerous occasions, Commonwealth Games, Olympic Games, King's Cup tournaments. He's won several Australian championships, several state championships, but he's in the light welterweight division this year for the first time, having been formerly a lightweight. In the blue corner, it's Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria. Gentzen, 22 years of age, has had 21 contests for 18 wins, a very good record indeed, and he had a good win in his semi-final over Dennis Franklin of Western Australia. The referee for this contest is Father Tom Sheeran from Queensland. Well, Brian Tink of New South Wales meets Gentzen of Victoria, Wilfred Gentzen, in the final of the Australian light welterweight division, and Brian Tink has had less than 30 seconds in the ring so far in this tournament, because that's about how long his semi-final lasted. He had a bye in the first round. In his semi-final, he scored a first-round knockout win over Lewis Walsh of Tasmania. And as I said, that bout lasted less than 30 seconds.
Tink's a very dangerous puncher, John. Wilf Jenssen's a very good prospect. I've also boxed quite a bit with Wilf, and you know, like Tink's had 400 fights. It's very hard to beat experience. He's definitely got the job in front of him.
And they're both starting very strongly. There's a left to the face, but a slip. That was a slip.
It was a slip.
Not a knockdown. He did take a left to the face, but his feet slipped on the canvas.
Looks like it could be an interesting fight, this.
Well, there's certainly going to be plenty of action in it.
That's for sure.
Referee cautions Gentzen for holding. Well, a couple of good lefts there from Gentzen, the Victorian, as Tink landed a right to the side of the head. And now the referee says to Tink, when I call break, you will step back. And a good right from Tink and a left by Tink.
I think Jenssen's best opportunity is to stay up close and work in there, and at a distance keep away from those long punches from Tink, because he's deadly at a distance.
Left and a right again from Tink, and a right to the side of the head from Tink, and a left from Tink.
He really gets some weight behind those blows, Tink.
And both boxers asked by referee Father Tom Sheeran to keep the heads up. They were ducking too low. There's a right to the forehead from Tink.
Getting pretty rough in there. Head's going in.
Tink scores again with a left.
Jenssen's very cool for someone with so little experience. He slips well, counters well. Good body puncher.
And again, the referee asked the Victorian to keep his head up. Well, there was a cut opened up on the left eyebrow of the Victorian in the semi-final, and I see a little bit of blood there again. So Tink has found the target.
I don't think it's anything serious. Actually, he went into the finals with a slight nick over his eye.
Oh, a couple of good punches there from Tink, yes. The Victorian shaken by those punches from Tink, lefts and rights. Brian Tink showing his experience and his class.
Gentzen recovered well.
Tink makes the Victorian miss. That's taken on the elbows by Tink.
400 fights, a hell of a lot of experience. It's hard to beat.
Yes, he'd be one of Australia's most accomplished boxers, Brian Tink of New South Wales, the winner in 1981 of the Arthur Tunstall Trophy as the outstanding boxer of the series. And that's the end of a very good first round.
Keep him long distance, don't get up close to him. Move, jab him off, jab him off. And now the right hand, look, he drops his left hand. Look, he's dropping his left hand. He's dropping his left hand, mate. Keep him long distance, use your feet. Get him in the ring. Jab, 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 move, jab, jab, move. Don't get too close to him, that's what he wants you to do. His body.
Seconds out. Round two.
Well, after hearing some wise words from his corner, Brian Tink comes out for the second round of this Australian light welterweight championship final against Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria. Tink of New South Wales in the light blue singlet.
Very wise instructions there. The corner told Tink to keep it at distance and use his reach, and not to fight Jentzen's fight, which is up close, nullifying those long, dangerous punches of Tink.
Yes, he was told to keep his distance and jab, jab, jab.
Gentzen, beautiful left hook from Gentzen. Gentzen boxing very well.
And now Gentzen warned for holding. Oh, and a good left from Tink. Might have been partly taken on the glove by Gentzen. The referee tells Tink that he wants him to step back on the call of break. And it's Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria in the dark singlet.
Nice right hand from Gentzen then. He's slipping and countering well to the body, ripping and hooking.
Gentzen certainly shows a great deal of promise.
Gentzen got the better of that exchange.
Tink misses with the left, but Gentzen got the left into the body. And a good left from Gentzen. And more good punches from Gentzen.
Gentzen's well on top this round.
The two mix it in centre ring. Tink of New South Wales in the light blue against Gentzen of Victoria. Final of the Australian light welterweight division. We're approaching the end of the second round. And the referee now tells Gentzen that he wants him to step back on the break.
Gentzen blocking most of those punches from Tink, those hooks. Keeping his hands up well.
Now it's a caution against Tink for holding. Oh, and a good right hand from Gentzen. Good, solid right cross. And there's the end of round 2.
That round definitely won by Wilf Gentzen from Victoria. Very impressive in that round.
Now the third and last round of this very exciting light welterweight championship final between Brian Tink of New South Wales in the light blue and Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria. And Gentzen, not overawed by the reputation and experience of his New South Wales opponent, throwing everything into this contest. Tink trying to fight his way off the ropes.
What action. Terrific action here.
Tremendous action in this contest.
Gentzen right on top.
I had them even going into this third round. I thought Tink took the points in the first round. Gentzen the second round. So there's nothing in it.
The winner of this round, I think, should get the contest.
And there's and that's a warning against Tink of New South Wales. A punch to the back of the head, and it brings a warning from the referee. That means the judges may, if they wish, deduct 1 point from Tink's score in this round.
This would be a big upset if Gentzen got up to win this final.
It certainly will, and Tink has been shaken by the Victorian. Good punches by Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria. Well, going into this contest, I thought that Gentzen might be outclassed by the very experienced Tink, but it's Gentzen on top at the moment.
I told you, John, that I was impressed with Gentzen, but I thought he had a good chance. Tink's in a lot of trouble here.
More good punches from the Victorian to the head and body. Gentzen of Victoria rips to the body and hooks to the head. And in close, Tink tries to fight to the body, but it's Gentzen doing the scoring.
Gentzen looking very good.
Gentzen looking strong. Tink caution for pushing.
Well, I'll pick Gentzen now as the Tunstall Trophy winner.
Yeah, I would say that at this stage, Tink would have to score a knockout to win this contest.
He's quite capable of doing that too. He's a very hard puncher.
He's got the punch, but he can't find the target often enough.
Referee
and a warning against the Victorian. So that's 1 warning against both fighters. And Tink comes back now, and he scored with a couple of good punches in that exchange. Tink again rips that right into the body. But Gentzen has scored with more punches in this third and final round. There's a couple of good punches from Tink, but the Victorian comes back. Left and right to the head.
Great contest. You can feel that atmosphere.
And Tink scores with left and right to the head.
Both swapping very solid punches there. Gentzen fighting the right kind of fight, staying in close there, working the uppercut and the left hook.
Well, we're not far from the end of this contest. What an exciting bout it is. Tink of New South Wales in the light blue against Gentzen of Victoria. Final of the light welterweight division.
Tink realises he's behind. He's fighting ferociously, trying to pull back that lead.
Tink, former lightweight champion of Australia. Many times representative of Australia in games and King's Cup. And the referee draws them a break and has a word with Tink about pushing again. And a good right to the side of the head by the Victorian. Well, they've thrown everything into this contest.
What a contest.
There will be a tremendous ovation for both boxers at the end of this one. And there's the end of the contest. And what an exciting lightweight championship final. A welterweight championship final.
What a great fight. They're both a credit to the game, these two boys.
Some furious action in this third and final round. Gentzen scoring there. Some of the punches taken on the gloves by Tink, but some of them got through.
Works very well in close, Gentzen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1983 Australian light welterweight champion from the blue corner, Wilf Gentzen.
And the title goes to the Victorian. Wilfred Gentzen of Victoria is the Australian light welterweight champion, having beaten Brian Tink of New South Wales.